Hello guys, it's me Thales. Welcome to my channel. This is an intermediate advanced video, right? I have this playlist covering intermediate and advanced English, explained in English only. But if you prefer, we have another playlist named Basic, which will be explained in Portuguese. So it's up to you. You choose whatever your preference is, right? What you intend to do. Are you a beginner? Are you starting to study English? Go to the basic road, right? On the other hand, if you already understand a little bit of English, spoken English, and has a grasp of vocabulary as well, go to the intermediate advanced road, okay? We have more than 300 videos available, and I record videos almost on a daily basis. Okay, last video we were talking about the genitive case or possessive case, which involves the apostrophe S, right? So we will continue studying, but before we begin, subscribe to the channel, give a thumbs up if you enjoy the content, and hit the notification bell. As I have mentioned, I upload videos almost daily. So if you want to get the latest updates from my channel, be sure to hit the notification bell. So let's go. Let's begin. I felt so bad today. I was sneezing the whole day, you know. Yes, allergy. It's terrible. I don't advise anyone having it. As if anyone would choose to have allergy. Okay. Let's see where we stopped. Okay. It's possible to use, for example, when you say, my brother's room. Okay, brothers is plural. Okay, understand? When you want to say that the room belongs to your brothers, you have to say, my brother's room. What does it mean? It means that we have just one room which is shared by two brothers. So that's the meaning you want to convey here. So it's their room in the end. Okay? Their room. There you use as an adjective pronoun following the word room. Okay? You can also refer to a place or a thing shared or owned by more than one person when you refer to someone's house, for example. The Smith's house, the Smith's mansion. So it means that the house or the mansion belongs to them, okay? Belongs to them. So the family named Smith owned the house. The family owns the house, okay? It's a collective group of people. You can say the family owns the house, but, you know, they own the house. You can also say they own the mansion. It belongs to them. Sometimes, words which, there are some words in plural form which are irregular. We have already studied them in my video where I talked about plurals, right? Plural and singular. Some words have irregular plural form. For example, children's book. It means that it's a book intended or aimed at children. It's a children's book. You have to use the apostrophe S. Yes, even though it's plural. What's the rule here? When you have, for example, boys, girls, you have to write only the apostrophe, right? Just the apostrophe here and just the apostrophe here. When you have plural forms ending with S, you just add the apostrophe, right? But on the other hand, when you have plural nouns, plural words, which are irregular and they don't end with S, you have to add the apostrophe S. A children's book, right? The women's room, right? It means that the room belongs to the women's room. So women is plural of woman. And although it's plural, you have to add the apostrophe S because it doesn't end with S, okay? This plural form doesn't end with S. When you want to refer to something, an event, for example, involving two people, a marriage, for example, right? Bob and Mary, Mary's wedding. It means that it's the wedding of the couple, Bob and Mary. Okay, Bob and Mary's wedding. You can also refer to the family. For example, I said the Smith's house. You can also say Mr. Smith or Mr. and Mistress Smith's house. So there are two ways. Here you are referring to the family, right? And you add the apostrophe S here. Here on, it's another way of saying, you say that the house belongs to Mr. and Mrs. Smith. So the house belongs to them. They live in the house. So you can say Mr. and Mistress Smith's house. It's also correct. When you refer to ideas, things, everything that is not a person, it's not a person. Of course, yes, you have seen my last video, for sure. I'm certain that you have watched my previous video, part 1, in which I cover, for example, the example, dog's tail. Dog is an animal, and I refer to tail. Tail from what? From who, right? It's not a person. It's a tail of an animal. So it's a dog's tail. So you have to write the animal, apostrophe S, and the thing that is related to the animal. So in general, you use the apostrophe S when you have person or animal. All other situations, such as ideas, things, events, you don't use the apostrophe S. So the genitive case doesn't apply to these situations, okay? So let's see some of them. Do you know what's the name of that book? Okay, you want to read a book and you don't know the name of the book. Then you ask your friend, do you know the name of that book? I want to read it. Do you have the name of that book? So you use the name of the book. You use the preposition of to establish the relationship between name and book. It's not any name I want to know. I want to know the name of the book. The door of my bedroom. My bedroom has a door, so I'm referring to the door of my bedroom. It's not any door I'm talking about. I'm talking about the door of the bedroom. Anyway, sometimes you can use other way to express the same idea. You can say the bedroom door, because you have two nouns here. It's possible to establish a noun plus noun combination. Okay, for example, dining room. It's another word, noun plus noun combination, in which the noun works as an adjective. It gives characteristics to it. It specifies what the noun is about. Okay, it's possible to use such expressions. Other expressions very used, for example, the front of, the back of, the side of. So you refer to directions, for example, the front of the house. Okay, I had to enter the house, but I had a key. I tried to unlock the door, but the front of the house was inaccessible. I couldn't enter the house because the door wouldn't budge. So I had to go to the back of the house. There was another door there, and I managed to enter the house. The side of the track, the side of the road. You see, you can use such expressions, the front of, the back of, the side of, to refer to something that is related to another thing. Another example, today is November 1st. Okay, 2020. Yes, it's already the end. we reached the end of the year. Yes, this pandemic was terrible, right? Because I have been working from home since March. Can you imagine? I wouldn't even imagine such situation would happen. I guess nobody would. So it's already November 1st. It's the beginning of the month. You see? You can't say month's beginning, it's wrong. So you have to say the beginning of the month, because month is not an animal and it's not a person either. So whenever you want to express an idea involving events, things, right? Everything that is not an animal or a person, when you want to establish a relationship between two things, you have to use the preposition of, okay? The top of the hub. When I was in Boston, I went to a restaurant called the Top of the Hub. Yes, because it was a restaurant located at the highest, at the tallest building in town, in the city. It was very high, so it was a panoramic restaurant. I guess every big city has such places, and yes, it was great. The top of the hub, for example. The back of the car. You can refer the back of the house, the back of the car. You can also use such expressions. So you can say the top of Or the opposite is the bottom of. It's also possible. When you say the beginning, be aware that you can say the beginning, the middle of, or the end of. The end, it's the end of the road for you. We are in the middle of a meeting. Yes. End of the road. It's the end of the road, baby. You have no you have no exit, there is no way out. Okay, I guess I will finish this video right here, as we have already 15 minutes long. I'm a bit relieved that I'm feeling a little better, because I have been sneezing since I woke up. Yes, it's tiring. I don't know, maybe I have COVID-19 and I don't even know it, but I guess I'm okay. I'm not feeling anything else. I'm not feeling headaches or stuff like that. It's just allergy, right? Sometimes I have these allergy crises, and I had to take some pills to to soften the effects of the disease. Okay, people, that's it. Hope to see you next video. I will record more about the genitive case. We will end seeing some of the rules. We still have something to cover before seeing the examples. Okay, so see you next video. Bye bye.